1. How do you recommend dealing with the question, where are your bagpipes? He says he happens to be a drummer in an all-skput leader band. And 2, dealing with the question about, and his answer is shoes and socks. He gets tired of both questions.
We haven't answered that one. We haven't answered the question about the question in a while.
Yeah.
Do the bagpipe one first.
Where are your bagpipes? Now, I am not a bagpiper. I am not a musician. So my answer to where are the bagpipes is, you don't want me to play the bagpipes. I will scare small children with my playing of any musical instrument. The answer, my answer to the whole question is, I'm gonna be mildly harsh, because you're Klingon. You can take it, buddy. Suck it up, Buttercup. These questions have existed since the dawn of time of kilt wearing.
Yeah.
They've existed forever. They will continue to exist. People will ask you, what are you wearing under your kilt? Because they think they are the first person. Like, here's the reality. They think that they're being funny. My name is Rocky. Since childhood, since birth, I have gotten the, hey, where's Bullwinkle? And, oh, Rocky Raccoon. And Adrian. I've gotten those 3 specific jokes since the dawn of my life. And each person saying it thinks that they're the first person to say it. So I don't take offense to it anymore. I'm just kind of like, oh, yeah, what's going on, buddy? And I'll just kind of like move right past it, because in their mind, they're not doing something offensive. They're not really trying to offend you. They're not trying to annoy you. They think that they're being funny. And whether they are or not is completely open to interpretation. Their friends standing around with them in the bar may think they're being funny, but it is, if you want to be rude, if they were rude and you feel that the way that they approached it was rude, and you want to be rude back, which I don't necessarily recommend, but if you want to be rude back, then your response is, that's the first time I've ever heard that. You're so friggin' original. Good job, pal. If you want to be angry about it. If you don't want to be angry about it, just be like, yeah, I left my bagpipes at home. And you move on. It does not have to be a speed bump in your day. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, this kind of dovetails into answering the question about the other question, too. But it's kind of, you want to choose your battles and think about your context, basically. Like with everything else. It's like, is it worth your mental energy in that moment of your day to get into it? Sometimes the bagpipe thing is because they want to interact with you. They actually admire it. They admire the kilt, but they don't know what to do.
They don't know what to say.
They don't know what to say. Yep. So sometimes it's actually an icebreaker. I find this usually is more from little old ladies and such. It's like, oh, are you in a pipe band? My son was in a pipe band, or my dad played pipes. Something like that.
I'm lonely. Talk to me.
That's mean.
I know. Mean. Sorry, I
apologize for him.
I'm coming off the anger comments.
But but sometimes it's a jab. Other times it's like they're a really weak attempt at an icebreaker, or just trying to show some admiration in an oblique way. So you got to gauge the person, figure out where they're coming from, and then you can respond accordingly depending on how much you give a damn that particular moment. It's similar to like it's the lowest level of a question along the lines of like, what's your clan? Or, oh, are you a McDonald? Or are you a Stewart? Like, they'll try and guess a clan based on a couple of names they know or something like that.
Are you Scottish?
Are you
they
Scottish?
Can open up with that, too.
Yep. So it can be annoying, but there's worse. So I would say, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's basically, you covered the range. It's like, it really depends on the person. If it's just like, if it's like a woman over in the Wawa, I'm not going to take the time to get into, it's like, well, actually, I don't play pipes. I am a kilt salesman. I've been studying Scottish culture and history for about 15 years now. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to be like, thank you. I actually don't play pipes, but thanks for noticing. But other people, you can level up or level down depending on how much mana you want to spend, and that applies totally to the second question.
Have a few pat answers.
Right.
All the way from mild to blue, mild to spicy.
Yeah.
What's what do you got under your kilt? Shoes and socks. That will generally shut them up, and they'll get a small chuckle, and they're in on the joke. And really, it boils. I'm throwing it back to that. They want you to know that they know about the joke.
Right.
That's it. It's, hey, you should think I'm cool because I know about the thing that you have on there. If somebody has on a band T-shirt that's like an obscure ska band that I love, the Ska Blazers, dude, that was an awesome band. Like the fact that I'm interacting with them, it goes back to that point of, hey, I know the thing that you're doing there. I recognize you. I see you. I know what you're doing. That's awesome. They're just looking for an icebreaker.
Please, cool guy, validate me. You
Exactly.
know,
It's
yeah.
And you're not far off. It's when you're in a kilt, you're the rock star, not them. Everybody else is in pants.
Yeah.
You're the dude you're the outgoing one. You're the peacock in the room. So if somebody comes up to you and says like, hey, you got some, like they're trying to have you interact with them because they want validation that you see what they are doing.
Yeah.
100%. It's the validation thing.
Sometimes they are just being a jerk, but I think I found the validation thing or the wanting to feel like they're cool by vicariously cool, is more common. You will have the somewhat inebriated ladies who will want to know the answer to the question because they're trying to flirt in an awkward way.
Or sober ladies.
And sometimes they are actually genuinely just curious.
Or guys.
I've had women who come out here and are like, is it really true? I've heard those stories. Is it true? And it's just like, again, you got to gauge your audience. I mean, I'm not
If
going to
they're asking that way, that's different than, hey, honey, and they're trying to grab at the hem of your kilt.
Kilt fitters, that's a hard stop.
Yeah.
That's invasion of personal space, and that's disrespectful, and that's just like slap. No.
Unless you're single and you find them and you want to start a discussion, then you do you, buddy.
Yeah, it's up to you, but no means no, and no matter
Understood.
what. So, but the but people are just asking the question to get a rise or something or making jokes. Then scale it based on the environment. I mean, do you want to mock them in front of the audience? In which case, there's some guys who will say, what's the classic one is like, I can't tell you, but if you give me your hand, I'll show you.
Yeah. The one
that's a blue one.
The one you've said before that I absolutely love is you're in a bar, a guy comes up with, obviously drunk with several of his guy friends and says like, hey, what are you wearing under your kilt? Like, why, you looking for a date?
Yeah.
And I love that one because it puts them on the spot and shuts them
down
up immediately. I love it.
Shut them down.
Yes.
Judo.
So
it's mental judo.
Yes, exactly. It's the nuclear option for. It depends on what where you want to fall on that scale, how aggressive you want to get, or blue, or mild you want to be.
Now, this is enough of a topic that we actually have a blog entry on the website which lists a few of our favorite, non-committal, simple answers all the way up to some decent, classic blue ones, and basically make the same points that we're making here. That basically scale depending on the circumstances. Scale your response. So go ahead and read that. It'd make my day if you did. It's just, I don't know where it is on the blog. You just have to search the blog.
Somewhere
in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Favorite blue one.
Yeah.
Ask your mom.
Yeah. That I've heard it put other ways, but
yes.
yeah.
There are others. I'm trying to be PG-13-ish.
Yep.
So I think mom jokes are still kind of okay. So yeah. So what's the most annoying question that you get asked when you're wearing a kilt? Let us know in the comments. And how do you reply? If you want to check out a video on what to do when people actually try to lift your kilt, check out this video over here. If you are brand new to kilts and you want to learn more about other things to expect and how to get your outfit together, check out this video down here.